Okay, my name is Aikansia. I'm the Zonal Manager for NMB Northern Zone, which is covering 3 regions: Arusha, Kilimanjaro, and Tanga. I started my career in NMB 12 years ago as a junior banker. I started as a product officer in commercial department, which was only based on processing SME loans and agri loans. Thereafter, I was selected to join the team, which was responsible for transforming the bank system from the previous core banking system, which was called Equinox, and later on we were migrating to FlexCube. So that team was working under ICT. So I worked in that project for 2 years, which was completed sometimes in 2011. After the completion of the project, I was promoted to become the Senior Relationship Manager for Commercial Department as well. But for some reason, for family reason, I decided to go back to the branch where I assumed the position of a bank officer somewhere in Kilimanjaro. But for a while, the bank decided to transfer me back to head office to assume the senior manager position for a loan center department, which was a new department for the bank by then. Yeah, so I worked in a loan center department, which is in risk department, for 3 years. And the opportunity for zonal manager came up, and I decided to take a step and applied for it. I was very much excited to go back to the network to work with the team, because that is one of my big passion, to be part of the team, to provide solutions for the bank. So I took a chance to apply for this position, and I'm glad that I was very fortunate to get the position. And I headed the Eastern Zone part, which was covering Morogoro and Pwani for almost 2 years. And after that, I was selected again I was moved to a northern part, which is now the place where I am. My education background, I went to primary school in Mwanza, at the school which is called Nyamagana, and later on I was selected to go to Mwanza Secondary. But my family moved to Dar es Salaam at some point, and I was transferred to Kambangwa Secondary, which is in Kinondoni. And after graduating in Kambangwa, I was selected to go to Azania High School, and we were among the few girls in the high school. And then after completion of my high school education, I went to the University of Dar es Salaam, where I took my degree in accounting, and I was very much fortunate also to graduate with Hannah's degree in commerce, majored in accounting. I'm a mother of 4 children and married to my husband Mkwila. So when I look back at my humble beginning, when I was pursuing my career in high schools and university education, I consider some of the challenges which I was also facing by then, included the desire to keep up with the pressure from the society at the university. And at that time, I couldn't afford to have everything that I wished and wanted to have, but the most important thing that I appreciate is the fact that I was able, and I decided to live within my means. I understood my background. I understood that my family is not capable of providing me a lot of money to afford everything, and the funds that we were getting for Boom, I would say, was also not sufficient to provide for everything that a normal girl in this society would need. But the important thing is to note that if you are able to focus by that time and decide to make sure that your career is your main thing to work on, a good thing is awaiting for you, because after that I was able to pass, to graduate with flying colors, and I got a good job, and now I can afford to buy whatever I need. So the important thing for any child, any girl child at university or high school it is very important for them to really focus and decide to live within their means, and not to be part of the pressure that is faced a lot of girls in schools at the moment. I consider one big challenge is being the main challenge or obstacle which has affected myself and probably most of the young women in career, being it balancing between the career and the family. As a wife and a mother and a primary caregiver in my family, it has always been a challenge for me to decide where I should put my focus on. But I should appreciate my husband, because all along he has been supportive. My job involves a lot of traveling, and sometimes I have to be away from home for many months, but he has been supportive, and he has been the one who is pushing me to continue working, continue focused. And I think that is among the reasons why I've succeeded to continue to grow in the bank. And as a mother, I feel like sometimes you have to pause and take care of the young ones who are truly depending on the mother when they are young. And as a young mother, I think this is the main challenge, which also affects a lot of women in the workplace. So I feel that if we are able to get supportive husbands, supportive partners, we'll be able to achieve the desired level of growth in our career. I have few advice. First of all, it is very important to have perseverance. My first 6 years in my career in a bank, I spent in a very junior position, which I think was necessary for creating a better foundation for me to grow to become a leader I am today. So anyone who aspires to grow, I think it is very important to grow their roots before they sprout. The other thing which I would advise is to be flexible. Many women or ladies, we cannot grow at the moment because we have decided to confine ourselves to the things which we are comfortable with, or we have comfortably managed to do. So if I look at my career journey, I've been able to move from different departments, and I've accepted very challenging responsibilities, which most of us will refrain from. So I think if everyone will try their level best to accept challenging responsibilities, it will be a way or a key for them to grow. I also consider the fact that if you are married or if you have a life partner, it is very important also to put that partner to be a part of your journey, because they have to understand your career aspiration. And if you keep them close, you share with them what you are aspiring to do, what you are doing on a daily basis, they will be able to support. In the end, that will be also a way for a person to grow. Lastly, I would like to advise my fellow women not to give up and always have hope, because growth is possible. And we can manage to grow also by connecting ourselves or finding the right people to mentor us, the people who are really aspiring us, the people who have achieved higher than what we have achieved. I think that is the better way that we can push ourselves much more rather than focusing and settling in our comfort zone. Thank you.
CV People Africa Initiative.